Hello everyone. I have some information for you. It's been quite a while since posted last video, but you have to understand that I'm in a particular situation here. I mean, it's not something so weird because this is my quote-unquote hometown where I was born, Galatina, in Italy. But the situation is it's weird, you know. I mean, I think that I'm not saying something weird, so to say. But enough said. I have to communicate with you about the psychological condition of my hometown. Today is Sunday afternoon, and I remember when I was a kid that, you know, there was a lot of traffic. I mean, life, you know, people having fun, people doing their regular life. Now it's different because reality has somehow shifted. Therefore, psychological reality of people shifted too. I mean, I'm the same guy that I was before. I didn't go around with a jacket and a tie, you know, because I used to dress differently. But now I decided to go around with a tie and a jacket, you know, and this dress. So people here are not used to see such a dress. I mean, we are not in a huge town. It's normal, not too big and not too small. So when they see a guy dressed like this, they stare upon you, you know. I mean, they stared anyways. So I don't give a shit, you know. Because I have to do what I have to do. And today I'm going to visit a place where I used to go when the situation was you know, having fun, drinking, and all the stuff that young people do. I'm not against that. I mean, it's I have fun. I need to have fun too. But I'm not used to that kind of life anymore. Besides, this is not a place like you know, the people just go to drink and meet some girl and have fun, you know. It used to be supposed to be a cultural association whereby you you should contribute somehow to the association first, but by getting a card. It's kind of badge, you know, so 5 years of subscription, more or less, per year, and you share something, you know. I mean, your political ideas, books, something like that. To my big surprise, I cannot visit the place because it's closed again. Never mind. Before the next time, I have the information, the same information, because I'm the same guy, you know. So I spent a lot of time working on the computer, with the computer, because, you know, I study music and also reality, because music gives you nice idea of what reality is, and how people communicate, organize with each other, you know. It's an important tool for analysis. I think I know something about it, but I definitely don't know everything about it, and that's the cool thing, because it's something you can never grasp. You can just enjoy, you know. Actually, people who think and that they were here the perfect thing, they're wrong, and I'm the proof, you know. I probably get annoying sometimes, because these huge introductions, you know. But consider this: I'm a normal guy, you know. I have limits. I'm not speaking my, you know, mother tongue language, so I go on with English because it's fun to have to reach a broader community, and the informations are quite a lot, actually. So I need to synthesize, and I cannot tell you everything, because you would not understand. So step by step, you know, little by little, and maybe you will understand. So I was talking about the computer work, and when you're into music, the first thing you should know is that first you must listen, and then you can play, you know. It's like you go to your teacher, you're supposed to shut up and listen, and it's the way it's done, you know. So in this period I stopped playing, you know. I used to play the ceremonies, people dancing, having fun. That was really cool. I earned at least some money, not enough to have a living, because here in Italy, there's a certain situation, and the musicians are seen as calm, like lower than people who build walls like this, So musicians are like nothing. Though we have seen that Italy suddenly counts in the European scene, the Eurovision. I won't talk about this because there is not the information you need. There's a lot about that, and never mind. But it's always a matter of propaganda and people who talks about propaganda. There is even more sophisticated and dangerous that it may seem at first glance, because people get hyped like man, that's how things goes, now I know about propaganda, what it implies, or how it has to be done, and how I can persuade you that things are as I say. So it's like talking about anything and everything. I mean, you do your thing, you know what I'm saying? And I study a lot of sources that spread informations. So I am one of them. I'm not, better than them. I just try to teach you something. And the first thing is to listen. To shut up and listen. Then you speak. You speak the truth, and someone will listen. Someone else will not. And I'm listening to a lot of experts saying something about the current situation. What I care more is what they not say, because it's very important to consider what one is omitting. That's the first thing you should actually look for, because something is complete only when it doesn't omit anything at all. So you are satisfied with information, and you are not. You just don't want to look further, because there. But it's always a good idea to try to look further, even when you feel that you're satisfied, you're convinced that you found what you were been looking for. And that's the danger, you know, where you find your similar, it resembles what you feel, then you connect, you know, you feel engaged, and you receive the information. In that case, you won't debate. Most of times you cannot debate. So I'm not stimulating a conversation here, because, you know, I'm talking with a device. It's not something that people understand. I'm talking through a device, and that is how it has to be done. The situation is, you know, clear. And you can find almost everything on the internet, but you won't find the truth. You know what I'm saying? You won't find the truth on the internet. People shouting at someone, you won't find the truth. But you will find the way the cheaters are not your teachers. It's full of cheaters on the internet, just as it's full of cheaters in reality, you know. It was full before the invention of internet, and it will be the same even if internet is deleted. But the last thing that people want is the internet to be deleted, you know. They almost gave they almost gave the souls to internet, you know. That's how the situation is right now, and was not before. How could it be happened? Have you ever asked yourself such a question? So that's how I use the computer. That's why I use the computer. Not because everyone has to be connected, but because I try to understand the machines in an old fashion, you know. New machines, but an old fashion of understanding. I cannot go back, you know. I accept and I cope with the environment, how it's changing, and how people are changed. What are their, you know, purposes, their inspirations, their behavior. And the behavior, the mass behavior, has been modified once again. How? Well, you might say propaganda, but propaganda is nothing without the activation of the machines which provide propaganda. So the machines which provide propaganda are managed by people. And here we can speculate that people are machines, or are machines people, like artificial intelligence and all that bullshit. Why it's bullshit? Because no one knows what intelligence is. I'm not more intelligent than you. That's why I don't know what it is. So this is the information I wanted to give, but there's some more. And you have to understand that it requires something, that is listening. And what are you listening to? Not now, I haven't prepared anything, as you might guess. This is total nonsense, total no scripts, I have no script. When I opened this channel, I was thinking to finish a movie that I started, when I was young. But I can only collect frames and put it together, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a great director. I don't want to be your director, because you would do as you please, the same, and that is the drama, the drama, because propaganda is supposed to tell you what you want to hear, and guide you, and you should behave accordingly to what propaganda says. But that's not how it goes, history shows that. Otherwise I could not be talking about it, So I'm not omitting anything here. You just need a lot of patience in this world, and I'm not the one who will give you patience. You will have to earn it by suffering. Do you think it's a case that Jesus Christ talked about suffering and how to deal with this situation of suffering? This is life, So you all watching these contents, I can tell you I haven't found anything. I haven't found anything but the same old system. The system that you must make the choice. Actually, they are trying to create a system whereby no one has to choose anymore. And that could be really fascinating for some people, but it is risky. It is something that puts you at sleep, basically. And when you grow up, you're supposed to be woke and face the problem. But you need some strategy, something original to do this. And if you look for a way given from someone else other than you, you're simply wrong. They say, look inside of you, and that is the main issue. I was going to talk about the psychological conditions. Many people advising to look into you. That is not always a good advice, That is not always good advice. And if one wants to look further, should be very careful with listening to advices, because how many people took the wrong path, because of wrong advices. So what I'm saying here, I'm saying that the system that has been stood up right now is a psychological system. So you have to discriminate what is good, what is bad. That is the old situation, which has never changed. But we have a new device to deal with this. And the device is not entirely good or bad. Though I must say that science has not said enough about this. So basically, I consider the mission of many doctors more important than the admissions that they provide, and that's the power of listening to improve yourself against a bad propaganda.